Howdy, folks. Welcome to the channel Rockin' the Country. I'm Don, where I react to non-pop country music. I'm shooting in New Jersey, which is where I live, where I'm from, and I absolutely love traditional country music. I love Cajun, I love rockabilly, I love Western, folk. Like, I love delving into all this. It just can't be pop. And Alan Jackson's one of the coolest artists ever. Not only in country music, but anywhere. It just seems like a cool dude. He's got this sort of mysterious, unknowable side to him. In my book I told everybody, I will email you a digital copy of the book for free. Just email me at rockinthecountry@gmail.com. I like to remind you once in a while, because I did a book last year on 9 distinct personalities that comprise the human race, one of which is a freelancer. And a freelancer is somebody who they're generally unknowable, and they are more oriented toward questions, and they're very insightful and deep, but they always have this sort of standoffish quality to them, not because they're disengaged, but just because they are always thinking about gaps in what we understand or what we're saying. Alan Jackson gives me that vibe, and he's just a cool ass dude. That's what I could say. And this is a gift from MontaukEd down in North Carolina. Ed, thank you for this gift, my friend. I'm looking forward to this. I don't know this song as far as I know. And Alan's was one of the first 4 CDs of country music that I ever bought. I bought Merle Haggard's greatest hits, Alan's greatest hits, Sheree Austin, and Billy Dean. Billy Dean was the original for me. All right. And I love it when I just so happen to pick a hat that fits you, Ed. New York, baby. He's from Montauk, Long Island originally, pretty much his whole life, except the last 5 years or so. Thank you for this gift, Ed. I got a live performance of it at Farm Aid, and Farm Aid usually is good quality, so we're going to find out.
A lot of working people. And this song I wrote about all the individuals trying to make a living, whatever they're doing, whether it's owning a store or driving a truck or farmers or whatever. This song applies to all. It's a song for the little man I'd like to do.
3, 4, 1, 2. I got a hat just like
this. I remember walking around the Court Square sidewalk, looking in the windows, things I couldn't want. Johnson's Hardware and Morgan's Jewelry, the Holy Kings of Apothecary, they were the little man. The little man. I go back now, the stores are empty, 7 old Coke, sign dated 1950. Boarded up like they never existed, renovated and called historic districts. There goes a little man. There goes a little man. Now the Court Square is just a set of streets. People go around, but they tell them about the little man who built this town before the big money shut them down and killed the little man. The little man.
How do you get your house edges to go up like that?
He pumped your gas and he cleaned your glass. One cold rainy night he fixed your flat. A new store came where you do it yourself. You buy a lotto ticket, food off the shelf. Forget the little man. Forget about that little man. He hung on there for a few more years, but he couldn't sell slurpees, he wouldn't sell beer. Now the bank rents a station to a man down the road, and they sell Velvet Elvis, secondhand clothes. There goes a little man.
The little man's coming
There
in.
goes another little man.
Yeah.
Now the Court Square is just a set of streets. The people go around, but they seldom think about the little man that a concrete strip. You can buy the whole world just one trip. Save a penny cause it's jumbo size. They don't even realize they're killing the little man.
I wonder if he's thinking about Walmart there, if he was thinking about Costco there, BJ's, whatever. He's not going to say it because you don't want to open yourself up to lawsuits and all that kind of stuff, or throw anybody under the bus necessarily because it's the principle. But Ed, this is such a MontaukEd heartfelt song. I love this.
Oh, the little man.
Crisp instrumentation.
Now the court square's just a set of strings. People go around, but they seldom think about the little man who built this town before the big money shut him down and killed the little man. The little man. It wasn't long ago when I was a child, an old black man came with his mule and his plow. Broke the ground where we grew our garden, back before we'd all forgotten about the little man. The little man.
Who's the brother man who came in? You recognize him?
The little man. God bless the little man. Thank y'all so much. Hang in there now.
God, what a concert that would be. Man, yeah, I don't know how much tickets cost for that one, where it was. That was 2000. And 9/11 happened the following year. I mean, that was very busy time for Alan and a lot of folks. But what a beautiful, beautiful, sentimental, real song. It is life. And, humans, we conceptualize things differently than animals do. I'm pretty sure about that, but I have no way of knowing for sure. But I know we tend to want more. We don't want to be in pain. I mean, this is the age-old philosopher's position as well, where we're sentient creatures. We break it down into happiness or pain, and we obviously prefer happiness. How do we achieve that? What is it to be human? All these questions that psychologists take off on and they try to analyze and assess. I take a more philosophical approach, very realistic approach, though, in my life coaching practice. But Alan touches on it here. The little man, we want more. And when we have compassion, we want more for others. We want better lives for others. We don't want them to struggle. We don't want their shop to fail. Some people feel better about themselves when somebody else fails. I don't. I love it when people succeed. I was running errands with my girlfriend today, and I saw that there's a particular butcher shop that had like so many clients on a Wednesday, people in there, and they're mobbed on the weekend. And I just left, and I just said to her, I said, I love seeing people succeed. I mean, there's so many things that don't work out there that, I've had both. I've had successes and failure, and I know the difference, hardcore, deep in every cell of my body, the difference between them. And I consider what I do here on the channel with you folks a success, because we're resurrecting something that's very worthwhile, traditional country, and there are a lot of people on board, including folks who make gift requests for songs. I mean, that's an investment in seeing something happen. I love the success of whatever. And in others, it was interesting, that twist in the end where Alan said at some point, like, there was a black man who came and opened a store. I think he said something like that. And I was wondering where he was going to go with that. And, and maybe that is just sort of broadening it to where opportunities are there for everybody to be the little man. That's a good thing, because you can go from little to big. The Waltons were little at one point. They had one store down in Bentonville, Arkansas. And then it grew to they're this worldwide behemoth. And all right, so you can knock them for that, and that they're killing the little guy and the Ace Hardwares and the other smaller ones and some grocery stores. And now they do everything, and you say, all right, too much power, too much wealth centralized in one corporation. Fair enough. I understand that perspective. But on the other hand, I don't begrudge anybody who crushes it. I just don't. The author of Harry Potter, her name escapes me right now, but she was homeless. And then she writes a book. It goes worldwide. There's like 4 or 5 follow-ups, movies, products. She's a billionaire now. I love that. She was the little guy. She was the little girl. And then just became large. And I love it when happy lightning strikes on someone. I just do. Ed was a little man at one point, you know? It's not in his heart, not in his mind. But, you know, commercial fisherman, a master woodworker, all this stuff. I mean, I know what it is to be content in life and to be striving. And the little man, there are a lot of us out there, a lot of them out there. And, but what is it to be a big man? Are people going to remember you after you die anyway? Probably not. Not for long. So, anyhow, so much could be said. Alan just has a voice. The instrumentation was crisp. I'm going to rate this one, and it wasn't about anybody in particular, but the number that popped into my head is a 9.5. I mean, Alan just is Alan. He's got a voice that you can't, he doesn't even have a great, like, classical voice. And yet he sings, and you're like, good God, I love listening to him. And the instrumentation's on point, all heart. So there you go. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed that. Thank MontaukEd. Have a great day. See you on another video. Keep rocking the country.
The big money shut 'em down and kill the little man.